Hello and welcome to Take 10, where we take 10 minutes or less to talk about a topic in HISD that will help improve student learning or prepare students for college. And joining us today to talk more about it is Roy Ben-Yoseph from the College Board. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. It's already been a great day. We were out at Sam Houston High School this morning, launching our bigfuture.org website with Superintendent Greer and Principal Jane Crump. It was a great event with students' participation and showing the site off. So it's already been a great day, and I'm really happy to talk to you.
And we're thrilled to have you in HISD because, of course, we know the College Board for some of your most well-known programs like the SAT and the AP program. But now you're launching this bigfuture.org website, and you had the kickoff here in Houston. And so tell us a little bit about this site. It will help students plan for college. What are some of the features?
Absolutely. You know, bigfuture.org is part of the overall effort by the College Board to get more kids to go to college and be successful in college. Ultimately, we want to see 55% of kids graduating college by 2025. And that's a great effort. A lot of our programs like SAT and AP make a difference, and bigfuture.org is here to help students as they go through their college planning. It's really the A to Z of college planning, from getting started to paying for college, exploring careers, finding college, and getting in.
There's so much here. I was looking at the site quite a bit, and I think that it's especially helpful for students who know what they want to do, but especially for those students who might think that college is out of reach. Tell us about some of those features that can show students that with a little planning, they can go to college.
That's right. The site's really for all students, but there's a large segment of students that really need that inspiration to know that they can do it. College is in the future if they want to go there. So a lot of the content on the site is meant to engage them and get them interested in college planning. So you'll see a lot of students talking about the obstacles they had that may have made them think that they can't go to college, but actually they overcame these obstacles and they are going to college. Another big area of the site that's there to help students who may not be thinking college is in their future is our Getting Started section. Everything about thinking about what you want to do in your future, looking at how other kids got started with looking for college, or looking at other elements of college search, like looking for college, paying for college, majors and careers, that might get them interested in starting that process. And we're really focused on making sure we get more kids in this conversation and more kids thinking about the future and the future in college.
And I really like this feature here where you can hear from students who might be in the same situation as many of our students here in HISD, and you can actually watch these videos and hear from students. Here's one. Jonathan says, neither of my parents went to college, and you can hear his story.
My parents did not attend college. The highest degree, the highest form of education my mom received was 9th grade, and my dad was 6th grade. He dropped out. My parents really didn't understand the college application process, but they understood that education was important.
How do you think that this could be beneficial for students to hear from their peers?
You know, as we were building the site, we really talked to students. That was the most important thing we did. We talked to hundreds of students across the entire country and asked them, if you were to build a site that's going to help you go to college, how would you do it? And the number one thing they said, I want to hear from other students, how they thought about the process, how they overcame obstacles. So you have students like Jonathan, all different kinds of students talking about issues they've had and how they overcame those, and really talking about where they are today with life and where they're going with college and beyond. And students said that's how they wanted to get that information, and that's what we presented in this kind of video approach.
And of course, we're talking about students here at the high school level, and you were out at Sam Houston, one of our high schools today. But the college planning process, of course, starts much earlier than that. Are there resources for families on here to begin planning in those younger years also?
You're absolutely right. College planning, college readiness has to start really young. And you know, when you're really young, I have a kindergartner, and part of it is talk to her about college. So a lot of the resources here, first of all, the student resources actually start at the middle school ages, so the students can start planning at that level. But resources for family, like paying for college, that's something you should think about really young, and that's all in here, and parents can go at any age, regardless of whether they have a kindergartner, a middle school student, or a high school student. And even if you're looking at post-high school and how to pay for your second year of college, there's information on the site to address those issues.
Let's talk a little bit about that issue specifically, paying for college, because I know that I have talked to students who said, my parents didn't go to college, or I thought I was going to have to work after high school to support the family. They have any number of different stories about why they think college is not in their plans. But after going through our Go centers and working with their teachers, they learn here in HISD that college is attainable. It is something that they can do. So what would your advice be for a student or a family watching who's thinking the same thing? Gee, I don't know if college is part of our plan.
Right, and you know, you mentioned pay. Well, talk about an overwhelming topic. It's a scary topic. So we try to present the information in a way that really tells you, let's first understand what college cost is all about. Let's also understand that many students looking at going to college get help, whether it's scholarship, whether it's loan, whether it's work study, whether it's other merit or non-merit aid from the school. We try to put that in perspective. Don't panic. Look at the information. There are financial aid offices out there that will help you. They want to help you. In fact, we have some great videos for financial aid experts talking about that exactly. And as you do that, we also, of course, tell you you've got to complete your FAFSA, because if you don't fill out that and you don't file out those forms, financial aid forms, absolutely. And for example, the Go Center at Sam Houston has done a great job. I think I heard from them that over the last 2 weeks have doubled their completion rate. That Go Center at Sam Houston is just a model of inspiration, by the way.
Wonderful.
And I think that's something that you should all be proud of. But getting that information to the students and telling them that not to panic, follow these steps, and there's a future out there. You probably are not going to pay the sticker price that you see on the college, you know, like a car sticker price.
Sure.
There are things out there to help you with that. And that's what we're trying to do with bigfuture.org, which is present you that information, take you through the different steps, and make you comfortable that even though you may be really worried about it, there's a solution out there for you, and you can do it.
So what did the students have to say today that you talked to at Sam Houston?
Wow, those students were just awesome. I don't have another word to describe it. They're so energetic and excited. So, you know, as a person who was involved in building this site, it was really nice to hear what they thought about the site. And it was great to hear that many thought it was very simple. It was a site that they were very happy to use and be engaged in, which means use more and more of it. Listen to these stories. They loved the videos. They loved hearing from other students, which of course was great to validate what we heard from students before we built the site, that this is something they want to hear. So it was really nice to see them using the site in reality this morning.
That's great. And I know that they're going to use it in the Go centers.
That's
and
right.
then for families, if there are parents who are watching and they want to go online and check it out, I know that there are resources for parents as well. What would your advice be for
Absolutely.
parents?
We say students and students and students because, of course, that's the focus. You want to get the students to go to college. But this is about families. This is a family decision. This is something that families do together, which is why really the site is for families to learn about the process. If you look, for example, at the pay section again, there's actually a lot of videos and content and stories and articles that are targeted at parents because they've got to feel comfortable. So we try to do a really good job taking the topics that parents and families care about and put even more on that, targeted at the parents and the families as they view the site.
So what is your ultimate goal with the web page? I know you said there's a goal to get 50% of the students to go to college.
Yeah, 55% by 2025, absolutely. The ultimate goal is to make kids more comfortable with the process, to see that it's something they can go through without being overwhelmed. And really, if we look at the fact and the belief that every student who wants to go to college can, we want to give them that tools. That's what it's all about. If a student wants to go to college, those tools need to be available. They need to have those guidance and those guidance tools, and they need to be able to get those resources to make that a reality for them. And that's the ultimate goal.
Well, I certainly think you've achieved that. This is a great site. Again, the site is bigfuture.org. And if you have any questions about the site, you can certainly ask your principals and the college access coordinators in the Go centers. And then for students in the younger years, start talking to your teachers, start talking to your principals about preparing for college. And I think it's going to be a tremendously helpful resource and fits directly in line with what we're doing here in HISD to prepare students for college and meaningful careers. Roy, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you so much. I've been tremendously impressed with HISD this morning, and I'm really glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and we really value our partnership with the College Board and all that you are doing to help prepare students for college.
Thank you very much.
So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.